Oklahoma Matters with Ed Kelley, sponsored by OOK, Oklahoma's exchange-traded fund.
I'm Ed Kelley, editor of the Oklahoman. Saving teachers' jobs may not help Oklahoma in the long run. More of the so-called emergency spending in Washington means Oklahoma gets about $119 million for education. Specifically, it's to allow school districts to rehire laid-off teachers and to help keep other teachers from being let go in the upcoming school year. President Obama says some 160,000 teaching jobs will be saved nationwide. No doubt this will be seen as good news for districts across our state, where state spending on education has been cut because of the budget crunch at the state capitol. If you were a school board member, you'd see this as a lifeline for sure. But it's also just a Band-Aid for a couple of reasons. One of those reasons is offered up by Keith Ballard, the superintendent of Tulsa Public Schools. He's one of the very best in our state. Ballard points out that while districts could use the federal money now, what Tulsa schools really need is the flexibility to spend it a year from now. That's because stimulus money provided earlier will run out. And then Ballard said districts have no cushion whatsoever. And there's a corollary to Ballard's reasoning. One of the leaders of Oklahoma's educational establishment told me that schools, if they're not careful, will rely on a continuous funding source from the federal government. But what happens if and when the Fed spigot runs out? Then the school's budget becomes unsustainable, and the budget cuts become more painful. So my source's point, it's better to bite the bullet now without the money from Washington. It's all food for thought as districts in Oklahoma prepare for what promises to be a challenging school year.